Can you update us on Jesse and just kind of how that whole thing played out? Where's he at?
Well, we came back off the trip, and one of the reasons I think he set out the one game, he's had a little bit of a lower body injury, and we've looked at it this week, and we've have a couple different options that we could do, and now we've given them to Jesse and to his agent, and they're going to have a second doctor look at it.
There's a sense with Jesse that there's this tension there about, where he wants to be versus maybe where he should be, and that it's, his future and those sorts of things are somewhat up in the air. From the organization standpoint, where are you guys at with his development and where the relationship is with the player?
Well, first of all, we need to get him healthy, and that's our main focus. Everybody, is saying it's this or that, and that's not the case. Right now, he's injured, and to a point where that he wants a second opinion, and that's fine. That's his right, and we feel that's fine with us. And so he's going to get that next week, and there's different options, and we'll see where they go next week.
Do you think that has a bearing on how he was playing? Was he carrying this and just playing with it?
I think it's gotten it was there a little bit for a while, and it's hasn't improved. It's gotten a little bit worse. So. They've tried different things, and now this is the best route.
So it sounds like then it would be something long term, like if he's going to require surgery, be done for the year?
No, it's one of those things that, we have to gather all the information with our doctors and Jesse's second opinion and his representations and see what's best for Jesse, and then we'll, sit down and decide.
So most likely next week then, when they gather that and when a decision of some sort is made?
Yeah, I think he goes on Tuesday and he'll be back. So it'll be by the end of the week, and all the doctors have all the information.
Is he going to a doc like in the States?
Yeah, he is.
How is the trade stuff coming? You made 2 stealth moves last week, so you just make them on the weekends?
No, you know what? We're same as last couple weeks. We're looking to improve the hockey club, and if that means adding, a positional player, we'll do it. It has to make sense. I've said that from the get-go, that we're not going to, do a short-term fix and cost us an arm and a leg, and we're looking at everything that's being offered and talked about.
What's this been like for you, taking over with so much uncertainty? The team's trying to get back into the playoff picture. The trade deadline's coming up on Monday. What's your workload been like here in the last little while?
It's a little different, but that's okay. That's, part of the job, and you have a lot on your plate, and you have a lot of people, and it's day by day, hour by hour.
Do you have to weigh when you have rentals, draft picks coming back, if you say, as opposed to prospects? Prospects are already played, perhaps in the minors, and draft picks are a couple of years further away.
Exactly, and we have our pro scouts out there, and we have, if we're dealing with the team, we have certain guys that we might have higher that we think are more value than a pick that's going to be 4 or 5 years away, and that's what you have to weigh in on, and to see what's best for the hockey club today and tomorrow.
When it comes to making a trade, Keith, ultimately someone has to have the final say. So is it you? Is it how much collaboration? How many voices are involved, and how different, if any, is it from when Peter was the GM and you were one of the guys? I'm assuming collaborating.
Well, at the end of the day, it's. I talked to Bob, and we feel like what's best. We made the trade with Cam, and I went to Bob and said, okay, this is the team, and this is what we can get, and it really helped us out. And with Sam, that we've been talking about Sam for a while, and I called Jimmy, before our game in Carolina, and I said, listen, if I got a deal, would you be able to move on this with Sam? And he said, yeah, of course. And there was a little hiccup before because of salary, and we couldn't budge from what they wanted, and we weren't budging. And when we were able to move Cam, that opened up the spot, and it was a smart move.
The whole, you want to move money, is that have to be now, or can it still be in the summer?
It could be in the summer. The biggest thing is improving the club, and it's you're not going to give away money or a player and just to save a little bit of money. We're trying to make the club better, and for today and tomorrow, and we still have a chance for the playoffs.
So would you like to trade for players who have term left on the contracts?
If we feel that the player is going to help our hockey club, yes, and we're not afraid to do that. But if it's a deal that we think is going to hinder our development of kids that are in the minor leagues, I don't think we'll do that.
So you're still in the rental picture along with all these other teams, only you're not getting Mark Stone or
No, we're not getting those. No. But we're looking to improve the club, and you know we have talks going on, and why wouldn't we? We're playing well. You know, it's good to get a win at home, and you know we've had one bad game. You know, it was 3 games ago at home out of about 7 or 8 that I feel we've played really well in.
What do you think the chances are that you will either add or move on?
You know what? It's 50-50. It really is. We like some players and would like to get, but it has to make sense. And you know, we're not going to give away a player, and that's another thing that we keep in mind.
McDavid's hearing was this morning. Can you let us in a little bit on how that went?
Just a little bit, Spec. It went. We thought it went well. We voiced our opinions and told them how we all felt, and it just ended. So we won't know for a while, and they said they'd get back to us.
I guess like you guys have so much video that the rest of us wouldn't have. Did you unearth any video or any evidence that made it look better from your side than perhaps it did on television to the masses?
Well, you know what? The way Connor plays, he's a smart hockey player. He steals pucks, and you know, he if you look at it, he was the defenseman Letty was, you know, stumbled with the puck a little bit, and Connor didn't, you know, skate into him, take a stride. He was going to get the puck. He adapted when he saw that. He tried to get the puck, and then even when they made, you know, contact, he lifted his left leg to get out of the way to avoid the collision. So.
Sorry to interrupt. Keith, what's the priority level on getting Stolarz the games he needs so that you could maintain control of the asset?
You know what? That's up to the coach. Where you know he's going to put the best team out, and we've told him that. If it means that he doesn't get those games, there's nothing we can do. We're trying to win and go from there.
Going back to do you use video of other hits that weren't suspension when you go into that hearing?
We just really talked about Connor. That was the focus. We didn't want to make it about anybody else. We felt that we had a strong case, and we'll see where it goes.
The perception out there is that you guys are sellers going into the deadline day. How challenging does that make things for you?
It really doesn't, because we know what we're doing, and if we're going to move a player, we'll move them, and if we're going to add, we're going to add, and that's up to us, not anybody else, and so we'll deal with it.